Welcome back to the big question. Joining us still are Mr. NGR Prasad, Mr. Navneeta Krishnan, as well as Gajendra Babu. And now, just to start with you on this final segment, Mr. Prasad, is anyone really ever considering the student situation here? Now, I spoke to a teacher just yesterday who said that the 10th graders have been looking to the year ahead with so much of interest and you know, so much of apprehension because they don't have textbooks. Now, have they really lost out on enough time already? What happens to that humongous 200 crore rupees spent on books? Do you believe it will actually reach students on Friday?
Yeah, now there is a direction of the Madras High Court that those books should be released immediately and the students should have textbooks. And secondly, if you want to effect any improvements, you can do it within a matter of 3 months. And students cannot go without textbooks. They have lost out nearly a month in this process, despite the High Court and the Supreme Court having dealt with the matter with great urgency. Now they have made it very clear.
All right, just to come back to you for final thoughts, Mr. Gajendra Babu, you've been vouching for the implementation of the uniform system of education. Do you believe again that the books will reach the schools well in time without any more delay?
Surely, because the government has not disclaimed that it doesn't have the common textbooks printed under the common syllabus. The textbooks are printed, they are ready in the godowns. So if the government gives the direction that textbooks can be given at any point of time to the students, so that I don't think so there will be any delay in distributing the textbooks.
All right, Mr. NGR Prasad, one last question to you just before we wrap this. At the end of it all, are students really the guinea pigs in this crossfire? Are they the victims caught in this crossfire between two political parties who are possibly trying to gain as much mileage, political mileage through all of this?
My opinion in the matter is, it's the previous government that debated, discussed and brought about this legislation, and it has been upheld. Overnight, without any material, how are you being fair to the students in bringing an amending act which in fact tries to repeal the common syllabus system? That is what the Madras High Court says. You are trying to abandon the system under the guise of an amending act, which is not correct. And no expert committee has gone into it. The High Court could not have said anything more than that, and therefore the students should not be caught in this crossfire. If you have the interests of the students in mind, the best thing would be for you to have implemented the common syllabus on the 1st of June 2011 and then effected improvements instead of bringing about an amending act and trying to print books under the old syllabus. All this could have been avoided. And I think so it's only the High Court and the Supreme Court that are deeply concerned about the students. And the judgment of the Madras High Court itself begins with the word, about 1,25,00,000 students are concerned in this litigation. They are quite aware of the situation.
That we're talking about, but
it's now for the government to implement the judgment.
I guess, you know, the fact of the matter is that those textbooks are finally, better late than never, but finally going to reach students hopefully on the 22nd, that is 4 days from now. Let's hope that the state of affairs, yes, let's hope that the state of affairs change and it will be welcomed by the students, and I guess they are the best judge, the school teachers themselves, of the judge of the content and the many criticism that they've really received on the part of the content. But thanks very much indeed, Mr. Prasad, for joining us tonight from our Hindu studios. Also, thanks Mr. Gajendra Babu as well as Navneeta Krishnan, who've joined us on the big question to really talk about this crucial issue that's been the debate and the talk of at the table at many homes throughout the past few weeks. That's all we have time for on the big question. But news and updates continue right here on NDTV Hindu. Do stay with us. We'll be right back with our top headlines.